day 3 of our lives on Quantum Leaps. Hello, hello, hello. I'm not going to put my sunglasses on. I'm not stooped to that level yet. I'm like, how am I going to ground into this? How am I going to begin with this? Hello, hello, everyone hopping on. And just dropping in one word that you're feeling today, one word that you're feeling. The word that I'm feeling today is activated. I am feeling activated. And I'd love to know how you're feeling. Hello, Paige, Chelsea. Hello, beautiful people. How are you feeling today? One word. And we're going to ground into the body. And we're going to just move through some things. Ooh, empowered, beautiful. What else? Activated, empowered. I've had many, many messages of many, many beautiful, incredible people reaching out and being like, I started implementing the things. I have people that have booked Spanish courses, people that have bought things for their business, holidays, rest periods. Like, you guys are amazing. You guys are incredible. And if you have implemented something and you want to drop me a message, please do, because I love it so much. And it really, really makes me smile that we're doing the things here. Empowered, alive, beautiful. Oh, hi, Natalie. Natalie is a client. Hi, baby. I've actually got some clients that are doing this series on Instagram, as well as the sessions that I've got with them on the School of Integrative Healing. But let's dive in. What I'm going to go into, I'm actually going to describe today, right, as the unsexiest piece of quantum leaping. Like, literally the unsexiest piece of quantum leaping. The piece that people want to avoid. And what I share today might, in your head, not quite make sense in contrast with what we've talked about. It might even feel like it's juxtaposed. It might not, it might just feel like I'm saying two opposing things. And this is brilliant, okay? Because we're really bringing in that concept that I was talking to you guys about on Monday with Quantum Leaps, that it is trusting on the unseen. It is trying less hard, but this doesn't mean that you don't do anything, right? This doesn't mean that you don't do anything. And yesterday we kind of brought this into taking illogical action, right? Taking illogical action, doing things differently, breaking habit patterns, breaking old routines, whether it's thought routines, feeling routines, or, kind of actual embodied habits in our life, right? That's part of the quantum leap. You can't keep doing the same things, right? And expect those exponential results. Now, let's talk about the power of pursuit, the power of persistence. When I say persistence, whether you're watching this now or whether you're watching this on the replay, drop in the chat, what does persistence mean to you? And I'm going to share a story to really encapsulate this for you. What does persistence mean? What does the power of pursuit mean to you? When you hear that, what does it mean? What does it mean to be persistent? To keep on going despite the obstacles, yes. What else? What does persistence mean? To keep going. What else? Oh, Natalie, consistently showing up and taking Natalie has nailed it. Okay, listen to this. You can tell that Natalie's a client, okay. Chelsea's like, yeah, keep on going, bitch. Like, stop. Like, this is what it is. Like, I'm not going to give you more words. I felt the energy, which I love, because it is you keep on going, right? But Natalie's written that consistency is showing up and taking action even when you want isn't showing up for you in the present moment. Yes, Natalie. Yes. Because here's the thing. Many of you listening to this now, listening to this later, you're going to be like, okay, a little flame begun in my belly. Like, I am just suddenly super motivated by the idea of having this thing that I've never had before. Like, I want a quantum leap. Like, I'm emotionally involved with the idea of a quantum leap, right? I am emotionally involved. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go and hit a new level of wealth. I'm going to hit a new level of business. I'm going to hit a new level of health. I'm going to hit a new level of whatever it is. And then you'll leave this Instagram series or whatever training that you're doing, and a hiccup might happen. You might launch and it might not go as you planned. You might sell something on Instagram and it might not go as you planned. You might have a client, right? And instead of them re-continuing another year with you, they decide that they want to actually finish for the year. Or maybe if it's financially, maybe you don't hit the financial goal specifically in the time frame that you put. This is what most people do. And just check in whether this is you. You don't get the results in the time frame exactly as you desired. The quantum leap doesn't happen in the 1, 2, 3 moments that you wanted it to happen into. And so you give up. And you go into, maybe it wasn't for me. I knew manifestation couldn't work. I knew quantum leaping was too good to be true. I should have believed and trusted in my dad when he said, don't go for the thing. It's dangerous. I shouldn't have taken that risk. It was silly of me. It was delusional. I feel ashamed for thinking that good things happen to me. And I've seen this so many times. Not in my clients, because I'm like up their ass all the time, all day, every day, all of the days of the year. Whether I'm there live or they're listening to the replays, like every time someone gets into like some form of self-doubt or stuff, they just go put play and they listen to a live video and they're just like vibed up again, right? But I've seen this so many times in people that come to the School of IH and they're like, I tried this one thing, and then the one thing didn't work, and I failed, and I'm a failure, and it's never going to work for me, and life is hard. And be honest with yourself, when have you done that before? When have things got hard for you, or that one thing that you tried once didn't work for you, and then you fucking gave up? Here's a fact. Many people give up just before the quantum leap. Just before the explosion of good. Just before that shift in reality, many people give up. And so this is what I want you to know. Many times, before we quantum leap, we contract. Before the expansion, there is the contraction. This is a law of the universe. Now, you don't have to contract for a quantum leap. I don't want you to develop a belief system around this. Oh, every time I quantum leap, I create a contraction because I think the contraction means the expansion. No. It doesn't have to happen, but it is very, very frequent. That just before everything blows up, it looks like that it's not working. It's literally my jam to come and educate us on these pieces, because this is the shit that we need to know. And in that contraction, In that contraction, where you're like, I feel like I'm literally speaking for myself today. In that contraction, you can retreat and you can go backwards and you can choose the timeline of not doing the hard things, of not continuing to take illogical action, of not continuing to back your decisions. Or you can keep leaning in. Even though it's uncomfortable, even though it's going to require courage, even though it's going to require more of you. And this is why I always say to my clients, we're going to practice learning being all in. And what all in means is that when the uncomfortable emotion arises, instead of retreating back and running into safety, you allow yourself to hold it. You allow yourself to be in it. And you use this as an invitation for healing and actually as a launch pad for quantum leaping. So this is when we speak about the power of persistence and the power of pursuit. Because persistence doesn't just mean that you keep going. Persistence means that you keep leaning the fuck in, especially when you don't want to. And now this is very different to not taking rests and not taking breaks, because we all need rests and breaks. I feel like I need to put that in like a disclaimer in brackets. Please take breaks, please take breaks, please rest in your journey for the quantum leap. Do you know what I mean? Please do that. But also know that it's going to involve this being uncomfortable. And that's the process of transformation. And I actually want to tell you a story. Hi, Emma. And Natalie's saying that she's in that contraction and she's feeling uncomfortable. And I'm actually honoring you in that. Hi, Marisa. I'm actually honoring you in that. Because this works for the brave. It truly, truly is. There's a story in Think Rich, Grow Rich. And it's the story of a guy that decides, I think he's gold mining. I'm going to use the example of gold mining, okay? That might not be true, but we're going to flow with it because the essence is the same, okay? There's a story of a guy that's gold mining and he has this great business idea. He has this amazing business idea. He's like, I am going to buy this super expensive machinery and I'm going to mine gold. Someone here is going to have read this book and they're going to tell me it's not mining gold. But anyway, the principle is the same, right? And he sets up this expensive equipment and he hires this team and he starts doing it month after month after month after month after month, and they don't find gold. Month after month after month after month and after month, and they don't find the gold. And one day, he gives up. And he says, it wasn't for me. I wasn't meant to be a rich man. I should have known from the family that I came from. And he thinks, fuck it. And he sells this machine to a farmer for nothing. Less than he paid for it. And then the story goes to tell that in the following month, in the next place the farmer went, he found the gold. And what this story is highlighting is that just very often, just before mining our gold, receiving the harvest of our efforts, that we give up. And so when I'm in that moment of like, and I have to remember persistence, I think of that. And time after time in my life, in that contracted state, in those moments where I don't yet see the results of my work, of my dedication, It's in those moments that I have to remind myself to persist. I am always, always awarded the quantum leap. So I really want to remind us of that today. Remind us that we have to be able to hold the vision when we are in the void. Because there is always a gestation period between having the idea, desiring the thing, and experiencing it. Just like pregnancy, our ideas, our manifestations must also gestate. Think about it this way. When a man and a woman get pregnant, I'm actually honestly using this fucking example, you're like, where is she going? When a man and a woman have sex, imagine, boom, pregnancy, boom, childbirth. Those two people wouldn't have had time to prepare for that baby to be birthed and land in the physical reality. It's the same for our dreams. There is a period where it has to gestate. And what's happening in that period of gestation is that you are preparing the space in your life to receive the thing. The time of the gestation period depends on what has to shift. What you need to lay down in your life to be able to hold what you're calling in. So what I want us to understand from understanding the universal laws and how this works is that no evidence doesn't mean that it's not working. But if you look at the lack of it being here and you go, it's not here, and you get in a panic, then what you're doing is you're pushing it further away. You're increasing the time between you and having the thing. So we need to be able to develop the art of persistence, the mental mastery of holding the vision, of holding the note, of holding the desire, especially when you can't see it. It's in those moments that it is pivotal that you lean in and hold the frequency. This is, you can tell I've been on Instagram, the biggest flex. You know, that's not really something that people say, but I feel like you read that on Instagram, but it is. Can you hold the vision whilst you are in the void? And I want you to check in with you, because you know how I've been speaking to this all week. What do you do when you're in the void? What do you do when it's not here yet? Do you hold it? Do you practice faith? Or do you go into it's not working? Where are you? And this can change everything. And the second thing that I want to speak to today, guys, is about failure. People don't want to talk about failure. People want the promise that if they take a risk, they can't fail. But guess what? Sometimes we fail on the way to success. Can we stop making that wrong? The fact that you make that wrong is what stops you from moving forward. The fact that you make your failure shameful, bad, is why you stop leaning in. The content queen posted something so beautiful, and it was literally like, The reason that she's making more money than you is because she's got, I think it's like her pile of failures could eat yours for breakfast. Something like that. There was language like that. And I want to speak for myself. Do you think that I am here earning what I earn, having the clients that I have, playing at this level because I've never failed? If you think that's true, I want to just burst this bubble for you. I've failed more times than I have fingers. But here's what failure means to me. Failure means life gave me data about something I have to learn. Life gave me feedback to my inner system. And I am grateful for that feedback, because it's because of that feedback, that assessment, that choosing to take responsibility for whatever's happened, that I've quantum leaped. I don't take that failure as a failure. I take that failure as data. And when I take that failure as data, then I could be curious instead of ashamed. And I'm going to tell you a little secret. The event that I run before I had my first 6 figures in 6 days, I signed no clients. The first event that I did, I made €0. I fell flat on my face. And I want you to think about, what if that Hannah looked at that event and concluded, you're just not cut out for this. Everyone was right. You can't make money from this. Who are you thinking you were to even go for this? I wouldn't have gathered the information I needed for my quantum leap. I kid you not. In less than 1 month, not 6 months, in less than 1 month, I had held my next event. I decided that life was inviting me to have a higher level of mastery. In the next month, I made 6 figures in 6 days for the first time. Not the only time, the first time. That was the first time I did it. And I've replicated it since. I know in my heart that those quantum leaps in finances were due to my perception of failure. So my question to you is, where are you keeping yourself imprisoned because of judgment of your past failures? Where are you in shame and blame instead of curiosity? Where are you retreating when it's time to lean in? Because here's the thing, and I share pieces like this as directly as I do because I truly love you. I love the people that come to me, that come to work with me. And I want you to get the results that you want to get. And sometimes we need a little bit of tough love. Where are you leaning out where you need to lean in? Where are you seeing things that haven't worked out as failure instead of opportunity? If we've got big, bold dreams, the journey of having that is the journey of becoming a match to that. And that includes courage and persistence. I am of the belief that there are too many people on social media talking about, quantum leaps, it's so easy, and then They're not actually bracing you for what it fucking takes. Which is persistence and resilience and support, right? Because you guys can do big, big things. You can. But you're gonna need all of these ingredients. Victoria, darling, I'm so happy that you're here. She's saying big thoughts, so true. Natalie, hi, darling. I do panic pivots. Okay, I'm curious to what that is. Natalie says, really needed to hear this today. Yeah, Marisa says, thanks for this. You guys are all welcome. I feel like I just grabbed a chair and it's like we have collected and we are like having a conversation, you know? We're getting real. Because I truly believe that we can have it all. But we need these things. Now, do you know what is so much easier? It is so much easier to do this in a community. Why do you think my clients are everywhere? When I hop on Instagram and come talk, my clients are there, right? When I go on Integrative Healers, my free Facebook community, my clients are there. When I do a free event, even if I've taught, okay? Even if I've taught all week, why do so many of my clients come to my events as well? Because you can hear this, but what's really going to change your life is when this is embodied, when you are this. How do we become something? We repeat it. What are beliefs? Really quick. Neural networks. Beliefs are thoughts that you have had multiple times. When you want to change your beliefs, you need to have the thoughts that you want to believe in and repeat them multiple times. When you're doing this alone, it is really a lot more difficult because your old self wins, because your old environment pulls you back in. My people are everywhere I speak because they know my words activate them. My words remind them of their greatness. My words are actually shifting their field. Now, as you guys can tell from the way that I teach, the way that I show up here, I am not for everyone. I am not going to lie to you. I am not going to tell you what you want to hear. I am not passive. I give so many fucks. I give all of the fucks. Because I want the world to experience this medicine, because I believe in this work with my heart and my soul and anything else I've got. And so we're going to do a thing. For those guys that are feeling brave, for those guys that are feeling courageous, for those guys who have come here and heard me speak and they're like, I need more of this. I want to be in your container. I want to be taught to 4 times a week. I want to be in a community where you say, I'm going to be a millionaire. And they go, yay! Instead of going, you're nuts, right? Bonuses. And these bonuses are lasting till Friday for a reason. I love it when people have a feeling. They practice trusting themselves. They make a powerful decision which makes them raise the bar, that reminds them of their greatness. And they move. Because that's the way that I live. Those are the kind of people that are a match to coach with me. That's why I say I'm not for everybody, because I'm going to hold the bar high. So for those of you that are like, I need more of this in my life, these are your options. You can join the School of IH, right? This is a year-long membership. I teach on business and I teach on multiple modality healing. I teach on manifestation. I teach like all of the things. If you want to know about it, I can send you a brochure we have and everything's written down. You don't really need to know the things, you just need to feel it, okay? In the School of Integrative Healing, we've got not a trillion, but we've got a lot of business training. We've got a lot of money training. We were only doing a payment plan that started at 222, We are now introducing a payment plan for 2 days. You get to pay it over a year instead of pay it over 8 months, and it's 1,500. If you want that payment plan, message me. If you want to get certified with me, to actually fully understand the modalities I use and I implement, or if you want to do a full business training with me, I have a program that starts mid-October. You register by Friday and you get 2 of my courses for free, Awakening the Wild Woman and Healthy Wealth, so you can start making back that investment now today. I have one one-to-one spot. For that one-to-one person, I'm going to open my house. I do not do this often. I'm a very, very private, hermited projector. You're going to come and spend 3 days with me in my house. That's just for the one-to-one. I really don't take on a lot of one-to-ones a year. This is a very intimate container because I really care about my people. You've got 3 options. Right? If you join the School of IH and you pay in full, you'll also get the 2 free courses that I shared. All of the products and programs start now when you join and pay. I have teachers in this month, and there are my sessions being replayed through for you guys. I come back mid-September. This is the final set of offers that I'm going to offer you guys before I disappear for my birthday. The reason that we are doing this till Friday is because my family arrives. I'm going to be celebrating my birthday, and then I'm going to get a little house on the beach, and I'm going to write a book proposal, which is a really huge manifestation that I've been working on that I can't tell you about, that I'm so excited about. And it's one of those kind of manifestations that makes me want to cry because it's so special and dear to my heart, and it's so wildly insane. I can't wait to tell you about it, and I will when I can. If you have that feeling and you know, trust it. Commit to a year. Personal development and transformation is not a day, it's not a weekend. I am not here for the people that just want a cash injection and then go. I'm here for the people that are building a legacy, that are building a life, that are in it for the long game. The people that take action and don't just talk about things. The people that commit for the whole year. I have no desire to just take your money for the sake of it. I'm like, are you in it? Do you want to do this? If this is resonating with you, just drop me a message and we'll speak more. That's all I'm going to share. I can't wait to talk tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to bring it all together. But today's lesson is persistence. It's how are you visualizing, how are you seeing your failure? Do you have the strength to keep moving, even with the uncomfortable emotion? Passion can overcome it all. Yes, so yes, I love that. And just quickly to speak to that, this is what I think. When the vision is so great, courage is easy. When the vision is great, the legacy is huge, that's when we start taking action and keep going even though we're scared. I'm going to tell you a secret. I am still scared when I make big moves. But it is my passion, but it's deeper than that. This is my life's work. And when we connect with our life's work, that is far bigger and greater than some momentary fear. So, courage, bravery, passion, all of the things. It's been such a pleasure to be here with you guys today. And we'll see each other tomorrow. You are so powerful, such an honor to witness. Thank you, darling, and I actually see that in you too. Amazing. Let's see each other tomorrow.